Running your own independent hotel is no small feat. It involves juggling multiple aspects to create an experience that keeps guests coming back. Whether you own a small boutique hotel or a large resort, the fundamentals remain the same. Today, I'm sharing with you what it takes to run a successful hotel based on my more than 20 years experience in the industry. So if you're looking to make a positive impact, keep watching and make up your own mind. Let's start with an important principle. Consistency is key. In the hospitality industry, offering services or amenities and then removing them can lead to disappointed guests. For example, if your hotel has always offered a complimentary breakfast and then suddenly stops, guests will notice. If you decide to add robes in the rooms and then stop, they will notice. Should you decide to make changes, make sure they don't negatively affect the guest experience. You should be mindful of their perceptions of the value you offer. If you have no option, communicate your reasons clearly, because sometimes you may not have a choice. It's tempting to add gimmicks or extra facilities to attract guests, but these rarely create long-term loyalty. Instead, focus on maintaining the hotel's offering and standards, ensuring equipment works properly, and delivering the same quality experience every time. Remember, there's a reason people loved your hotel in the beginning. It's the little things, like a warm greeting from staff, a working shower, a clean room, or a room that feels comfortable, that keep guests coming back. Think of it like compounding. Small, consistent efforts over time can lead to significant gains in guest satisfaction and loyalty. Adding things for adding's sake never works. Know what you're good at and what you're not. Stick to your strengths. Next, let's talk about preventative maintenance. Staff tend to prefer repairs over ongoing maintenance because repairs feel urgent, while maintenance is seen as routine. In addition, repairs cost you money and are usually done by external parties, whereas maintenance takes effort and is usually done by your staff. Yes, sometimes there are major repairs and maintenance to be done, or you don't have the qualified staff to do so, but in reality, a proper maintenance program saves you time and money by preventing costly breakdowns while ensuring that your hotel's assets last longer. For instance, regularly cleaning air conditioning filters and servicing elevators may seem tedious, but it avoids unexpected expenses down the road. This aligns with the law of diminishing returns. Sometimes adding more staff or equipment won't necessarily improve the outcome if maintenance isn't prioritized. Maintaining a hotel isn't just about keeping things running. It's also about consistency in cleaning methods and ensuring facilities remain in peak condition. This is where many hotels fail in maintaining their quality, because staff are using the incorrect cleaning and hygiene methods. It impacts the longevity of your furnishings and equipment. You and your staff's commitment to upkeep speaks volumes to your guests, showing that you care about their experience. Ignoring this can contribute to the forgetting curve. The concept that without consistent effort, even the best practices and standards can quickly be forgotten and fall into disrepair. Guests want three things: competence, quality, and consistency. They don't appreciate meaningless effort, but they do recognize and remember quality service. This is why training your staff and empowering them to make decisions can transform a standard stay into an unforgettable experience. I don't mean abandoning tasks, but following up and supporting your team where necessary. This approach aligns with the Pareto principle, where 80% of your results will likely come from 20% of your efforts, often through focusing on high-quality service that truly makes an impact. Now, let's talk about handling advice from friends, guests, or consultants. While feedback is valuable, adding services or products based on individual suggestions isn't always wise. For example, one guest may suggest adding a rooftop bar, but does your hotel really need it? How many more staff will you need to run it? Would it fit the existing space and budget? And would it attract enough use to justify the investment? Remember, not every idea will align with your hotel's identity. People often travel and expect their local hotel to be the same as the one they saw in another country. Use Occam's razor when deciding. Sometimes the simplest solution is the best one. Strive for excellence, but be mindful not to be all things to all people. Shared resources can be depleted if everyone acts in self-interest. That is costly and could put you out of the market. The relationship between room rates, occupancy, and investment is vital. Hotels with higher room rates and lower occupancy tend to invest more in luxury, spending less on maintenance due to reduced wear and tear. Conversely, budget hotels may enjoy higher occupancy, but face more frequent repairs and refurbishment, even though their cost of maintenance per item may be less due to their simplified design and furnishings. Of course, an owner would prefer a higher rate with a high occupancy. That would be great, but keep in mind that with a higher occupancy, a luxury hotel will spend a fortune on ensuring its furnishings and equipment stay in tip-top shape. Understanding this balance helps you set realistic expectations for your revenue and costs. Another important point is to focus on retail guests. They are those who pay for their stays themselves. These guests are more likely to become loyal customers because they directly experience the value they receive. On the other hand, guests staying on someone else's dime, like corporate clients or groups, often lack loyalty because they aren't personally invested in the experience. If you need to accommodate groups, ensure they don't dominate your occupancy. Aim for no more than 50% of your room capacity to avoid alienating your regulars. This strategy leverages probabilistic thinking to improve your chances of maintaining high levels of guest satisfaction. Separating ownership from management is another critical factor. Owners can sometimes make decisions impulsively with no one to answer to, but managers can be held accountable for day-to-day operations. Owners need to keep their objectivity by ensuring there is a balance between strategic oversight and operational execution. This separation ensures decisions are made with long-term sustainability in mind, not just short-term gains. It's also important to remember that the map is not the territory. Just because a strategy may look good on paper, it doesn't mean it will work seamlessly in practice. Another important trend to be aware of is that the role of a hotel manager has evolved. The days of managers spending most of their time behind a desk are over. If the hotel is not too big, where you may often find a role specifically engaged for this purpose. The hotel manager must be constantly on the move. They have to interact with guests, check on staff, and oversee the hotel's daily operations firsthand. It's not uncommon for hotel managers of small or boutique hotels to use laptops in public areas, such as the cafe or reception, to do their admin. They may even use a meeting room at times to have a quick chat with staff. The point is that instead of being confined to an office where the guest cannot see them, they are visible and available. And if a hotel has an assistant general manager and a night duty manager, it ensures 24-hour supervision and support, making sure guests' needs are met and unexpected issues are handled promptly all day, every day. A security guard, receptionist, or room attendant cannot resolve an issue as well as a manager can. If you're trying to save money by neglecting good customer service, you'll see its impact on your hotel's bottom line. That's a promise. As for environmental sustainability, it isn't just a buzzword, it's a business model. Incorporating sustainable practices can reduce operational costs and attract eco-conscious guests. Think about energy-saving measures like switching to LED lighting or implementing water-saving initiatives in guest bathrooms. These changes not only lower expenses, but also contribute to a positive brand image. It's a perfect example of the butterfly effect. Small changes, like installing energy-efficient lighting, can lead to big outcomes in terms of cost savings and guest satisfaction. Finally, let's not forget the importance of your online reputation. In the digital age, guest reviews can make or break a hotel. Encourage satisfied guests to leave reviews and respond thoughtfully to feedback, both positive and negative. Use the feedback to identify areas for improvement, and remember that how you handle criticism can build trust with future guests. Social proof plays a crucial role in influencing booking decisions, as many people look to others' actions to guide their own. Don't neglect direct messages on messaging apps or social media platforms. More and more bookings are now made using these channels. Running your hotel or resort is an art and a science. It's about understanding your guests, maintaining your property, and adapting to change. If you can balance these aspects, your establishment will not only survive, but thrive. Your hotel is a representation of who you are and what you stand for. Don't forget that. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, keep aiming high and delivering excellence.